Okay, so I'm a little late with this one because I was knocked out today. I went to the gym this morning and just was worn out, so I took a nap. So let's talk about it. Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 77, full summary. This is the full spoilers for the chapter. If you don't want to be spoiled, the chapter is going to be coming out in 3 days, and I will have a review on it. Of course, I always do, but I want to talk about the full spoilers for this chapter today. So once again, I want to reiterate, if you don't want to be spoiled, this is not the video for you. I'm going to be discussing the spoilers and giving you my thoughts. Now, again, I have not read the chapter because we don't have the art yet, but we will have some more art pieces and whatnot. We'll probably have more spoilers coming in the next couple days with actual, like, panels and things like that. But with this video, I want to discuss what was written about these, about Chapter 77. So, first of all, I want to thank DBS Chronicles for getting this information. Let's go ahead and get to it. Why not? Okay, Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 77, Summary Part 1. Chapter begins with a flashback 40 years ago on Cereal Planet. The Cerealians lived in peace with the Namekians, exchanging food and water. Suddenly, one night of a full moon, some ships arrive to the planet, and some small spherical-shaped ships impact with great force on the farm fields. Obviously, this is the Saiyan spacecraft. The invaders become giant apes. They are the Saiyans. There weren't many Cerealians and Namekians on the planet, so the invaders killed them quickly. Several soldiers from Frieza's army gather all the Namekians and finish them off. Damn, that sounds brutal. Monaito managed to survive. The elder of the Namekians, in his last breath, gives Monaito the 2 Dragon Balls of the planet. Okay, so the elder Namekian from the planet is the one that created them, not Monaito. So I guess Monaito was given the power of being the elder, being the guardian of the planet, of the balls. Because remember, when the creator of the Dragon Balls dies, the balls stop working. So that means that the Namekian passed the power down to him. Remember that, guys, from Dragon Ball Z. Don't forget that. I know some of y'all haven't seen it in a while, so I want to remind you of that. So it says here, the Saiyans continue destroying the city of the Cerealians, but one of the Saiyans, with a scar on his face, watches the child running away and follows him. The Saiyan follows the child into a church, and there he finds Granolah, the child, and his mother. When the Granolah sees the giant ape, he faints from fear. The Cerealians realize that the Saiyans transform thanks to the moon, so one of them concentrates all his energy to destroy it. One of the Saiyans notices it and tries to stop him, but the Cerealian fires the attack just before the Saiyan catches him, wounding the Saiyan in the forehead. Cerealian attack destroys the moon, and the Saiyans return to their normal form. Okay. The Cerealian who destroyed the moon makes fun of the Saiyans, thinking that they are very weak now without being transformed. But the Saiyan Taro tells him he's naive if he thinks that, and then kills the Cerealian easily. Taro asks the Saiyan Leek if he's okay. They were from the Broly movie. Since Leek was the one who received the attack from the Cerealians, Leek is upset because the Cerealian attack is going to leave him a scar. So again, Mugiwara was the translator for this. Lots of lore, backstory about the Saiyans. Let's keep going here. Part 2. Back to the church, Granola's mother looks as the Saiyan who has returned to his normal form looks at the Saiyan. We see that he is Bardock. Granola's mother attacks him, throwing a key with her fingers, breaking Bardock's shoulder pad and wounding him in the arm. Bardock remembers an argument he had with Gine shortly before. We see Gine, that Gine told him that their son Goku has already been born, and asked Bardock if he's not going to see him before leaving. He says Bardock may spend several months away. So this may actually take place right before Bardock goes back to Planet Vegeta, depicted in the events of Dragon Ball Minus and the Bardock special. That is pretty damn cool. Me and Mr. Senpai talked about this, and he did prognosticate this, yo. So kudos to him, yo. We see Raditz outside the house playing with other children with some beetles. That's pretty cool, man. Gine told Bardock that the baby was in the incubator at the back of the house and told him that he must choose the baby's name. Bardock was surprised to see Goku. Gine asked if it was the first time he saw a baby. Well, of course not, because there's also Raditz. Bardock observed his son and decided that his name will be Kakarot. Gine liked the name and hugged the incubator. Back to the church, while Bardock watches Granolah and his mother, Leek arrives and informs Bardock that the mission is over and the order to retreat has been given. Leek doesn't enter into the church, so he can't see Granolah and his mother. Bardock tells Leek he will go later because he's going to make sure there are no survivors. Leek tells him okay. Tells him is Leek tells him is okay, but he should hurry because it seems that Frieza is going to arrive to the planet soon. Bardock puts on his scouter and detects a life form with 5 power units in the mountains. At first, Bardock believes it's an animal, but he realizes that it's more intelligent. In a house in the mountains, we see that Monaito hides the 2 Dragon Balls. Suddenly, he realizes that someone is approaching and he prepares to attack by surprise. When Bardock enters the house, Monaito attacks him with a cane, but Bardock stops him with one hand. There's a lot of flashback in this chapter, y'all. I'm wondering if the whole chapter's like this, which is kind of cool. Part 3. Bardock realizes that Monaito's power has increased to 213 units, so he assumes that Monaito is able to control his fighting power at will. Granola's mother enters the house. Monaito is glad that there are more survivors. Granola's mother introduces herself. Her name is Muesli. Muesli? I don't know what the pun is with that. I'm sure we'll find out soon. Monaito also introduces himself and offers his help. Bardock tells them that they must hide well because Frieza will arrive soon. Monaito asks him why he has helped them in spite of being a Saiyan. Bardock says that it has been a whim and that they must survive. I don't understand what that means. It's been a whim. Like I don't. If you know what that is, leave a comment down below. I'm confused about that. Monaito asks his name before he leaves. Bardock tells him his name. Back to the present, Monaito apologizes to Granolah for not telling the truth. Dun dun dun! Ain't that a bee? Monaito tells Goku that he's just like Bardock. Goku says, me? Monaito asks Goku if Bardock is his friend or something like that. Goku tells Monaito that he doesn't know much about the Saiyans because he was raised by his grandfather on the Earth. Vegeta interrupts the conversation. Vegeta says, Kakarot, Bardock is your father's name. First time Goku actually finds out who his dad's name is, what his dad's name is. That's pretty cool, right? That's pretty cool. Ain't that that's crazy. All right. Goku is surprised to hear what Vegeta said. Monaito and Granolah are surprised too. Goku insists that even if the guy Monaito met in the past was his father, he doesn't know anything about that, which he doesn't. After listening to Monaito's story, Vegeta says that it seems Goku has inherited his kindness of his father. Ooh. People are going to be pissed about that. Because we know that Goku in the original manga, the original Dragon Ball manga, we know that Goku was originally a savage and he hits his head when he was a baby and becomes kind. Not because of this. Now, some people are going to hate this. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm going to think about it more before I give my opinion. But it does contradict the original story. But it's again a thing where Vegeta's just assuming, so maybe he's wrong. Vegeta does not know that Goku hit his head as a baby. So it might not be that bad, but some folks are going to have a problem with it either way. By the way, folks, I picked up the Kingdom Hearts collection right here on PS4. I have not played the Kingdom Hearts sequels, only the first one. So I'm very excited to try these out very, very soon. Let's keep going. Goku insists... Okay, wait. Okay. Granolah angrily asks Monaito what happened to his mother and why she couldn't survive. Monaito continues the story. Back to the past. Bardock is about to leave, but Monaito asks him to wait. Monaito uses his healing powers and heals Bardock's arm. Bardock is surprised that the Namekians are able to heal wounds. Of course, Dende can do that. He inherited that power. Monaito tells him that a more powerful Namekian is capable of instantly restoring someone's strength. He could barely heal small wounds. So does that mean that Dende is more powerful than Monaito? Interesting. Part 4. Let me zoom out here. Whoa. Trying to get to... There we go. Let's keep going. Bardock's scouter, it says scooter, but I think he meant to write scouter, turns on and detects the presence of other people. Bardock hides among some trees and observes there are 4 people on the mountain. There are 4 brothers of the Heeter force. The real villains of this arc are the Heeters, folks. We've been talking about that for months. You could just tell. Shouldn't be a big surprise. The brothers watch Frieza's ships leave. Elec tells his brothers to contact the Shigarians to negotiate the price on the planet. Oil asks his brother how much he's going to sell the planet for. Elec says that 100 billion poles should be fine. Oil asks Elec how much he's going to give to Frieza's army. Elec says 1/10 part. Mackie tells Elec to be careful since Frieza's very intelligent and he has a great battle power. Gas tells Elec that one day they will be above Frieza's army. Muesli approaches Bardock and Monaito and asks if there's anyone there. Elec keeps talking. He says that if they cannot defeat Frieza by force, they will do it with intelligence, financial power, and the power of information. We talked about this, Mr. Senpai and I, months ago, guys. Months ago, about how cunning they are. There you go. Bardock wonders if the Heeter force is going to betray Frieza. Granolah wakes up and leaves the house looking for his mother. When he sees Bardock's tail, he panics and starts yelling Saiyan. The noise alerts the Heeter force. Monaito launches in a shockwave at Granolah to make him lose consciousness. So Monaito knocks Granolah out. So Granolah doesn't know what's about to happen, yo. Bardock is very nervous and asks Muesli and Monaito to follow the plan. The Heeter brothers arrive at the house. There they see Bardock, who's wearing a hooded cloak, about to attack Granolah, Muesli, and Monaito. Elec asks Bardock, if this ends up with the Heeters killing Granolah's mom, damn, what a turn of events that's going to be. Elec asks Bardock who is he. Bardock tells him that he has found the survivors and that he's going to kill them. Elec tells him to do it, but Bardock doesn't attack them. Bardock tells Elec the Namekians have mysterious powers and that they should check it out before killing the Namekians. So Bardock's kind of playing them right now. Suddenly, Elec pulls out a gun and shoots, wounding Muesli. Oh, Lord. Granolah's going to be pissed. Elec tells Bardock that he's fine with the Namekian, but that the other two must be killed as soon as possible. Bardock angrily attacks the Heeter force, but Gas creates a protective barrier to stop Bardock's attack. So Gas is more powerful than Bardock. Gas is strong, we knew that. Part 5. Bardock takes advantage of the smoke to escape. Heeter brothers are angry. Bardock and the others are hiding in the forest. Monaito tries to heal Muesli, but cannot save her. Ooh. Granolah's gonna be pissed, folks. This is turning into a pretty good story so far. Like so far, guys, I'm digging it. This is a pretty cool story, I would say. Bardock wonders what the hell he's doing. Monaito asks him what they are going to do now. Elec is very angry. He says that he has no choice but to kill them all. Gas tells him that he will take care of them. Elec tells Gas that he can do it. Meanwhile, they will prepare to welcome Frieza. Elec tells Gas to finish before Frieza arrives. Gas flies away. Back to the present, Elec and Gas talk on the desk of the ship. So we're in the present now. Elec asks Gas if he remembers what happened 40 years ago because the guy Gas fought probably was a Saiyan. That's a little too contrived. This is the same thing I complained about like a few months ago about how contrived that is. Like, we're seeing Monaito do a flashback and explain what happened 40 years ago. And in the meantime, these guys are having a conversation about what happened 40 years ago. So it's just, they're not in the same room or in the same presence. It's just really weird. They both happen to be having very similar conversations at the same time. It's not a major problem for me. Like, I'm not bitching about it. Like, oh, it ruins the chapter. I don't think it will. But it's a little annoying thing that I want to point out. They do that a lot in this arc. I've seen that a lot in this arc. Not a big problem, like I said, but just a small thing. Gas tells Elec he remembers it and says that will not happen again. Elec tells Gas that he now understands. This is all kind of revenge for Gas. Gas tells Elec that he's stronger now. Elec agrees. Then Elec takes out one of the Dragon Balls, says, well, we have this just in case. So they only have one of the balls now. Mackie is in the cockpit of the ship. She tells the pilot to hurry up. Mackie says, let's go for the second Dragon Ball. So that's the cliffhanger right now. It's the chase for the second Dragon Ball. Granolah is going to want revenge on the Heeter gang. So we now know Granolah is going to be hungry for revenge. And it ain't even going to be Frieza. Yes, Frieza was responsible for all this to happen. But it was the Heeter gang that took out his mom. So it's much more personal. He might still want revenge on Frieza. Don't get me wrong. But Gas and Elec and Mackie and these guys, that's going to be his target now. So, and again, we called this months ago. I could totally see it being a situation where it's going to end up being the Heeter gang against Goku, Vegeta, and Elec. I'm sorry. Goku, Vegeta, and Granolah against the Heeter gang. That looks to be the big fight coming up. I don't know when. Maybe next chapter, maybe chapter after that. It seems to be going a bit slow, so we'll see. Yeah, so thanks to DBS Chronicles. That's the spoilers. What did y'all think? Let me know in the comments. And if we get more stuff in the next couple days, like actual images of this stuff, I will, of course, make videos on it, and we'll talk all about it. Thanks again. Have a great day. See y'all soon.